are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just to trick me, trick me, trick me, trick me. 'Cause baby girl, you are so easily pretty. The only reason that I can do tonight is 'cause I'm...
Hello everyone, welcome back to Julie Jewels World. Thank you all for tuning in once again. Let's go ahead and get into our tutorial. What you will need for this project, fabric of course. You're gonna need 2 auto fabric lining. Need 2 of those. These 2 measure 30.5 centimeters by 21 centimeters. And you're also gonna need 2 more fabric. This is for the handles and these measures 8 centimeters by 28 centimeters. This is optional. You're gonna also need label. And you're also gonna need zipper. This zipper is by the yard. I'm gonna cut mine to the size that I needed for this project. You're gonna need interfacing as well. So we're gonna be ironing these on. Interfacing gonna go in the back of your outer fabric. So you iron on your interfacing on the outer fabric, the 2 outer fabric, and that's the only thing you're gonna use it for. So once we finish doing that, I'm gonna go to our iron and we're gonna be ironing these 2 handles. All right. Next, we're gonna take our handle. You're gonna be folding these 2 corners and we're gonna flip it over on the wrong side of the fabric like that, about 1 centimeters. Iron that down. Fold this in half and then we're gonna open that up, end in half, touching that middle line. And then you're gonna do the same thing for the other side. And we're gonna fold it one more time in the center. And you're gonna do the same process for the other handle as well. We are gonna go to our machine and we're gonna sew all the way down, up, and come back down again, and then go up. Okay, we're gonna curve this all the way. Okay, now your handle should be sewn in there. Sewn all the way around. Set aside, go ahead and get our outer and inner fabric, because your outer fabric and your lining. And you need 2 cardstock paper, and we're gonna cut those 2 out to 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters. And the other one's gonna be 4 centimeters by 3.5 centimeters. Okay, you're gonna take your 3.5 by 4 centimeters, and you're gonna lay that right here in the corner. The 3 centimeters is gonna be up this way, and then the 4 centimeters is gonna be laying down, okay? You're gonna draw a line on that side, and then you're gonna move it over and draw a line on that side. And then you're gonna do the same thing to the 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters. You're gonna put it up here, and you're gonna draw a line out here and out here. The 3.5 centimeters by 4 centimeters, that end, those 2 corners, we're gonna fold these 2 corners so we can tell the difference between the 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters and the 3.5 centimeters by 4 centimeters. We have to make sure we know exactly which one is which. And so this end here, the one that measures 3.5 centimeters by 4 centimeters, we're gonna fold this over and we're gonna mark that end. Okay, we're just gonna put a mark right there. And you're gonna do the same thing for the rest of them. Let's go ahead and cut them out. You're going to be positioning the handles on there. Now the center that we marked and that you want to put your handles on, like this on here. The mark that we measure, just stay in the center and measure 6 centimeters down. Then from the 6 centimeters that we measure down, from that mark right there, we're going to measure over 4 centimeters over. And then the other end as well, from that mark in the center, for the measure 4 centimeters over. Position, fold it like that. Position right. Let's sit right on top of those 2 lines that we mark right there. Like that. Just pin that down. Gonna do the same thing for the other one as well. Now we're gonna go to our machine and we're gonna be sewing. You're gonna sew all the way across, and then 1 centimeter up, and then come back across, and then go down just a square on each of these handles. Once you finish having it sewn, it should now look like that. Now we're going to be positioning our zipper. I'm gonna cut mine down to, I like to give that extra space. So I'm going to show you with just a regular zipper. So regular zipper, you can get a 9-inch zipper if you're using a regular zipper. And if you're using by the yard, of course, you just cut it to the size that you need it to fit. So we're going to be putting our zipper on here. And so we're just going to lay, let me do one at a time. Lay this handle down, pin it down to get it out of the way. Right, and then on this side here, take our zipper. I'm not going to use this one, but I'm just going to show you an example. This is the back, and this is the front. The zipper, we're going to turn and face it upside down, okay? It's going to be facing the fabric, right side together on the fabric, and we're going to place it down there. And you're going to place your zipper once again on the opposite side, facing it down like that. We're going to pin this in place. You're going to get inner fabric, which is our lining, and that part that we mark in the center, we're going to place that part up there at the top. Line it up and pin that down. We're going to go to our machine and we're going to sew all the way across. You should have that sewn in place. We're going to take our other fabric and just pin those handles down so it can sit properly in place. We're going to take this one and then we're going to place it on top of here like that. I'm going to pin it in place like we did the other one. We're going to get our other lining and the part that we marked once again. You're going to be putting it on top of there. We're going to pin that in place and we're going to sew all the way down here as well. Once we finish sewing the other one, we're going to open this up, make sure these two line up. I'm just going to press that down so it can all sit in place. Just pin everything, just pin some of this stuff down. Okay. Go to our machine, so right here and then right here. And let's go ahead and put our label. Lift this part up, we'll take that out of the way. And sew that about 5 centimeters down. Place your label there, and then you sew that onto there. Okay. And now let's go ahead and go to the next step. Go ahead and unzip your zipper. Just open it up a little bit. I'm gonna fold this over, like so, and then we're gonna fold that one over like that. And we're gonna be pinning this down. All right, and so at this end here, you're going to be leaving a gap, about a 10 centimeter gap. Just leave a 10 centimeter gap. Let me turn it around so you can see better. I'm going to be sewing these two here. Then you're going to sew over here, this one. Then you're going to sew this one here. Then you're going to sew over here as well. And then this one as well. And then you sew here. Okay? And then afterwards, we get to the next step. You should have this corner here, here, there, 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 and there, all sewn. And then you should have a little gap. The next step, we're gonna go and iron these corners. We are going to take these corners here, these two. We're gonna be folding them up. And with it being ironed out, it's so much easier to line it up. You're gonna fold it like that. Make sure both of these are touching each other. Pin that in place. Do the same thing for the other. All four corners, you're gonna do the same thing for. So you're gonna go to your machine, and then you're gonna sew this end, and sew that end, sew this one here, this one here, all four corners. Now have your four corners all sewn. And now we're going to be folding these corners here up, and we're going to fold it. Let the zipper touch the middle center outer fabric. All right, make sure that's even out. And then we're going to do the same thing for the liner. We're going to take that, and then we're going to place that in the center there as well. They both need to be touching each other. Okay, we're going to sit like that, and we're going to be sewing right across there. And then you're going to do the same thing for the other side as well. And we're going to sew right down here, and we're going to sew the other side as well down there. You should now have this sewn in place as well as this. The two ends here, we're going to connect it like that, pin that in place. And then you're going to do the same thing for the other side. These two here, we tuck this one in, that one in, and we're going to bring these two together like that. Okay, and then we're going to go to machine and sew down that same line that we sewn already, and then the same thing with this as well. So you're just going to sew these two. All right, so let's go ahead and flip this inside out. If you do anything, we're gonna go ahead and sew that gap right across there. Now you should have that gap sewn in there. And now we can push that through and continue flipping this inside out. Yay! They're beautiful. I love the way these look. So pretty. So very pretty. Yep, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. This one here is for my daughter. She loved these colors, so I wanted to make a special one for her. So pretty. I love it. Yes, so Thank you all so much for watching, and please share, and you will definitely see me in my next video. Bye, my YouTubers.